with a little tiny breathy off throw at the end. I'm back with another vocal breakdown, vocal analysis, and I've always wanted to get to her on this channel. For some reason, I haven't got to her yet, but I wanted to make sure I did that. She's been on my mind for like 3 months. And I'm like, you know what? Let me talk about Janet because I love her so much. I really do. And I love her artistry. I really do. And I love this particular performance because it gives some raw Janet, you know, just sitting there singing and everything. I love that type of video to analyze because it just gives us the most raw version of a voice, the most humane version of a voice, and I love analyzing and talking about the humanity of people's voices here. So y'all, let's watch this together. Y'all love her here, so let's just watch this thing. Come on.
I get so lonely, can't let just anybody hold. You are the one that lives in me, my dear. Want no one but I get so lonely.
I get. It's not I get. It's almost like a super soft D. I get. It's almost like non-existent though in a way. I get so lonely. The word is lonely, but it's lonely. So they add a vowel within the vowel. Lonely instead of lonely, lonely.
Can't let just anybody hold. You are the one that lives in me, my dear.
Dear, dear, it's not dear, dear, with a little tiny breathy off throw at the end.
Want no one but sitting here with my tears, all alone with my fears. I'm wondering if I have to do without you.
Without you. You hear more breathy off throw there, or breathy offset. Without you. And it's not without you, without ya. You can hear this breathiness that she has. Da, 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 da. She keeps it breathy the whole time. Right here.
There's no reason why I fell asleep late last night.
There's no reason why. Da, 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 da. That was a nice, simple move there. That was nice. And that's what I wanted to address in this video. So it's the little tiny moves, the little tiny nuances that she does that be like cold, that people may forget or may sleep on or may not hear. No, she doing some little tiny moves here, like really simple, really clean moves, really melodic moves.
Crying like a newborn child.
Crying like a new. So they had a little vocal fry onset. Crying like a newborn child. She has these vocal fry onsets pretty often in her verses, in her singing. Some are more stronger than others, but she kind of brings that vocal fry in almost every time at the beginning of each line.
Myself close, pretending I'm so yours. I want no one but you.
Did you hear? I want no one. I want no one but you. She has these textures that she uses. Breathy offsets, breathy onsets, vocal fries sometimes. She adds these little textures in that makes her sound become so humane and intimate, especially in a song like this, you know?
I get so lonely. I can't let just anybody hold. You are the one that lives in me, my dear. Want no one but I get so lonely. I can't let just anybody hold. You are
Just anybody. So just didn't have vocals there, didn't have phonation. Just anybody hold. Just anybody hold. It was almost like a really neutralized sound. There may have been some phonation there, but it was really like quick. Just anybody. Instead of just anybody or just any. No. Just anybody hold me.
the one that lives in me, my dear. Want no one but I still remember to the day. In fact, it was a third Monday.
In fact, it was a third. She's using a lot of staccato moments. So the beginnings of these lines are kind of choppy a little bit, and then she kind of extends the vocal line a little bit more, extends the phrasing a little bit more as she goes through each line. But those are short. Then da 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 da. But even the longer phrases are still a little bit more separated. You know, I wouldn't call them legato or, you know, smooth. No, they're a little more separated. They're just less separated than the beginnings of each vocal line.
You came along to be the one for me.
Me. All right, Janet. These little tiny moves. Okay, girl.
Now I'm so all alone. I'm sitting here by the phone, calling saying that you're okay. So that I have the chance to beg you to stay.
And she says in this heady voice here, this more thin-fold, falsetto-y, heady voice. She kind of stays there the whole time. And you can almost hear the similar high lyrics that I feel like Michael has sometimes. And I try not to compare siblings or compare family in videos because everybody's an individual. And I know how it feels to be compared to your sibling all the time. But you can hear the familial similarities in that higher larynx sound. So with the higher larynx, plus that high, and I die with my name, and I can't you know, so it's kind of sitting higher, and I so you have that really bright and maybe high timbre, high tonal, you know, high color, heady voice. And I mean high as in like just high frequencies, okay? So a high frequency, heady voice because of the raised larynx, you know, maybe a little bit of a narrowed vocal tract a little bit, maybe a little bit of that, plus, you know, a more wider mouth position. How to feel with my life, how to know how to tell. You see what I'm saying?
Boy, no one but you.
I'm telling y'all, she be doing these nice little moves, sing Janet. But that move was a little bit more full than before. It wasn't breathy at all. It was still more heady, but it had more fullness, more vocal fold closure in the heady voice, you know, that she's using here.
So lonely, can't I just anybody hold you? Are the one that lives in me, my dear. Want no one but you. I get so lonely.
Gladle onset, even in a head voice. A lot of times we associate glottal onsets or glottal pops with chest voice, modal, thick folds. You can do a glottal onset in any part of your voice. And it gives like a rhythmic percussiveness to your vocal delivery when you do that pop. It's kind of emphatic. Yeah.
You are the one that lives in me, my dear. I don't want no one else but you.
Like these little moves are nice. They're nice. Like she's doing some good stuff.
Time I see your face, baby. Time I hear your name, you are the love that lives in me, baby. Want no one but you know, and I know that I is so lonely with you.
You see how she kind of got darker and kind of rounded out the vowels and rounded out the words. Whatever the interval was. But also, you notice she stayed in that heady, thin-fold voice the whole time. A lot of people think you have to switch at a certain moment to go to chest voice because you have to. You really don't have to. You can bring your head voice a lot lower than you think, and you can probably bring your chest voice a lot higher. You may have to do some other things to make it happen like she did. She kind of darkened up the sound and kind of rounded it out to kind of gather the sound and focus the sound a little bit. As she went down, she kind of but she still kind of kept it down here. And then when she went back up, she kind of got it more brighter again. But you could bring your chest voice, you know, thick folds up higher, and your head voice thin folds down lower than you think. You have a lot more control of your voice than you think. You really do. Sing, singers. Oh, that was nice too. I like this acoustic feel to this song. Hearing her in this way, in this vernacular, it's nice, it's refreshing.
I get so lonely when I hear your name. Can't lie, it's lonely when I see your face. The one that lives in me, my dear. Don't want no one else but you. I get time I see your face, baby. Can't lie, time I hear your name. Hard to believe that you and me are no longer.
I love how they complimented her, the background singers and the producer right there. I love how they complimented her.
Hard to believe that you and me are no longer. Hard to believe that you
Y'all better give us a vamp. I do believe that you and me. You better give us a vamp. Oh, come on.
and me are no longer. Want no one but you.
I hope y'all enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed watching it with y'all. And as I will forever say to you, be vocally bold, creative, and aware, but most of all, be vocally you. I love you so much. I'll see you soon.